Hi there, it's Elden here, and today I wanted to talk to you about influencer media. Now, full disclosure, I have not yet used influencer media as a traffic source, and there's a very important reason why. Before you get into influencer media, I strongly suggest that you do not get into it until you have your brand fully engaged, meaning you have everything in place so that you can rock it out when you start to use this type of traffic source. This is going to be very qualified people, and these people need to have an awareness of who you are as someone who is very solid. So your brand needs to be fully engaged and fully developed before you get into this. Otherwise, you can very quickly end up looking like a fool. And I don't wish that on anyone. So as you can see with me, my brand is not fully developed, and I'm still working on myself, working on my business, developing who and what I am as a business affiliate marketer. And I'm not going to use this until I have all of my ducks in a row. That being said, I want you to consider influencer media because it's something that has an awful lot of reach and power behind it. And look to the future. So as you develop your brand, as you develop who and what you are, now you can step in front of this type of traffic and really harness the power of what it can do for you. Okay, so that being said, let's jump into this. Okay, so influencer media, I'm sure most of you already know, but for those of you who don't, there are people who live vicariously through this person who posts images and pictures, or videos rather, and pictures of whatever it is that this person wants to promote. So it could be anything from cars, cats, dogs, you name it. These people, and they seem to have a way of drawing people into their little world. So we have different, now some of these people have thousands of people, just a couple thousand to 100,000 people to well over 1 million people, 1 million people plus. So you can see there's a very wide range of influence that these people have. And so this leads me to my first thing, and that is you want to have content to market match. So whatever it is that you are offering, make sure that it is a match to this influencers group of whatever it is. So if you're marketing a weight loss program, don't market to, it's obvious, but don't market to someone who's posting about cats. Now, there might be several overweight people who love cats, and you might be able to capture a few of them, but for the most part, people who are looking at cats, cat videos and pictures aren't necessarily thinking about weight loss. So make sure that your content matches the type of things that these people are living in through this person. That seems quite obvious, but it's amazing how many times people get that wrong. So the way this works, you can jump onto Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of these different platforms, and you would see which ones you like, which people you like, and you see they have a large following and it seems to match what it is that you're trying to promote, and you reach out to them and you say, hey, Charlie, I really like your site here. You're offering things that I have something very similar to. Will you post my link in your profile and give a shout out? And so that's what he will do, and all of a sudden you've got people coming to your landing page now and ultimately onto your list. But before we do this, it's very, very important that we have a tracking link in place so that you know what Charlie is actually doing. And you can do that through ClickMagick. That's the one I would recommend. It's super easy to use. And you get a specific tracking link for Charlie that leads back to your landing page. And then ultimately you'd have several of these people. And you can start to see, okay, let's say I paid, I don't know, $500 for Bob here to get in front of his 1 million+ people, and let's say 10,000 people. Just keep it really simple. That means that it costs me, knowing how many people come through that link. Now I can see that, oh, okay, it cost me 5 cents per visitor to my landing page. Now the next thing that we want to have in place, remember the first rule of traffic, retargeting. So we want to have a retargeting pixel. Have a retargeting pixel in place on this landing page. So now maybe we had 10,000 people land here, and if we only had 20% opt in, that's 2,000 people that landed on here, and we still have 8,000 that we can track around the internet now. And as this scales and you've got several people out there, you can quite quickly see how you could have thousands and thousands of people landing on your page to your offer ultimately, and you can then retarget the ones that didn't move forward, and it becomes this giant snowball. And this is why it's so vitally important that you have your branding in place before you do this. Okay, so one other thing. So the other day I mentioned in solo ads that you should not let someone who is a solo ad person make the copy for you. You should have your own copy. And that still is true. But in this case, with influencer media, you can do that. You can pay this person a little extra money and promote this offer that you have to his or her audience. And these people are very dialed into what these people respond to. So having an offer made by these people can often be more influential than an offer that you would put in front of them through him or her. So that's something to consider as well. And then of course it would be congruent with what these people are actually looking for the result that your product is going to offer. So that's that in a nutshell. Now there's another way to do this. Rather than going out to individuals and trying to find different people, we can go to websites like Shoutcart. Shoutcart.com. And what these people will do is, I'm going to leave a list of influencers that we can put down or that you can research, and you can choose one of them. I really like this, the way that these guys do it. They put together groups of people that have common interests or common types of people, and then they sell it as a package. And you can take people out of that package that may not quite fit with the group or the offer that you have, and so you can fine-tune that price and the audience that you have that you want to reach. So the other nice thing about this is with your campaign, you give them your copy, AIGN, and then that will ultimately go to your landing page and then off to your list. These guys will do all of the heavy lifting for you as far as the linking is concerned. So they will provide all of the links for these people to your landing page. So now you can start to see, okay, Bob here did really good and Sally not so well, and this person did awesome, and you get all of that information. All of that data comes back to you, and you can start to build a list. You can build a list of influencers, that you can speak to yourself. Once you've run a couple of these types of campaigns and you see that this person is really working well for you and this person's working well but these other ones aren't, you can approach these people and they would more than likely be happy to work with you because they're not having to pay any commissions out to these guys. So now you're building a list of influencers, and you can go back to them on a regular basis to create more traffic to your landing page. And then of course with retargeting, it's really easy to have 3, 4, 5 million people get in front of those people and then end up having, you know, a large amount of those people landing on your page. So this type of thing, this type of influencer media traffic is really the way to go. These people are highly qualified for the offer that you're giving them, and you may have to pay a little bit more to have these people create a copy, an image or a video for your product, but ultimately it's about getting the best quality of traffic to your landing page. And if it costs a little bit more, it's more than likely going to result in higher sales because those people are qualified, like I said. So I think that's it in a nutshell. I'm going to leave a list of different websites that you can go to check out influencer media. But like I said before, don't get into this until you have all of your ducks in a row. Make sure that all of your branding, your business is rock solid, and that you have your value series in place, and that you're able to really knock it out of the park before you get involved with this, because there's millions of people at your doorstep, and so you want to be able to invite them in and deal with that in a very professional way. Okay, thanks for watching, and please comment below. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know what you think of this. Is this helpful for you? I know it has been really helpful for me going through this process with you guys. And the next one here, I think I'm going to talk about some more influencer media, but in a different way than maybe what you've thought about in the past. Okay, we'll talk to you later. Bye.